Yesterday, the party and I filed a challenge to the appointment of Mr. Parke as a Justice to the Court of Appeals. We have been very clear for some time that we believe that Mr. Parke does not meet the qualification to be a Justice to the Court of Appeals. His resume is very uninspiring. We have seen that he has almost no experience in the Caribbean. He has left the Caribbean since 1980 to live in the United States. So he has no prior experience for us to be able to name him as that. We don't believe that he meets the criteria that the Caribbean Court of Justice has set up. The Bar Association has pointed out that they cannot support his appointment. The Belize networks of non-governmental associations have also stated that. And our party at the National Party Council passed a resolution feeling strongly that we must object and we must challenge the Prime Minister's appointment of Mr. Parke as a Justice of the Court of Appeals.
Insofar as this proposed appointment, you've already stated that Mr. Parke does not necessarily fit the criteria of someone to sit at the highest court in the country. Outside of this legal challenge, should the courts rule to uphold his appointment, is there any other recourse that can be followed? I know that the only other person or individual who would have been consulted by the Prime Minister in reference to this matter would have been yourself as the leader of the opposition. Is there any other recourse outside of the court or within the judicial system?
There's no other recourse. The only recourse is for us to challenge that appointment. We wrote to the Prime Minister and we were very clear in our concerns. In the first letter that we got, I wrote to him telling him that what he has given us, we don't believe is enough, that there is not enough information for us to be able to make a learned position on the appointment of Mr. Parke. The Prime Minister's response was very curt, almost rude, pointing out that there's nothing more to say. As far as he's concerned, he believes that Mr. Parke meets the qualification. And in effect, that he's just going through the motions because the Constitution requires him to consult with the leader of the opposition. So in his mind, he has consulted and he's going to do what he wishes, and he has proceeded with that appointment.